What's up, everybody? It's Scotty H back again for this week's edition of the Philly Fan Frenzy. All right, big win for the Birds this week. Took on the Chargers, 26-24 win. Close games last year, we couldn't close them out. Also, what makes this a better week than just an Eagles win is all three division opponents took an L. Cowboys, Giants, and Redskins all lost. Huge for us. Gives us a little distance at the quarter mark through the season. All right. A couple things about the game. Wentz, 17 for 31, 242 yards and a touchdown. Protected the ball, was upright pretty much all game. Offensive line played outstanding. Matter of fact, Pro Football Focus graded Lane Johnson and Jason Peters as the top two rated offensive tackles this past week. So they were upright. The offensive line looked great. Blunt. Everybody's calling him now. Hashtag Blunt Force Trauma. Hashtag Roll That Blunt. This man, he's starting to get going. Doug Peterson's calling the game more even, and actually more lopsided towards the run, and it's working. You can tell the guys are good. Blunt went for 16 carries for 136 yards, including that monstrous 68-yard run for where he stiff arm. He made three guys miss, and then stiff arm from hell. That guy had to be sore the next day. Total, 214 rushing yards for 5.1 average. That's great. That's right where we want to be. I think he called 39 total rushes to 31 pass plays. That's awesome. That's what we need. That's what we need to control the game. Speaking of controlling the game, offense held the ball for almost 40 minutes in this game against the Chargers. That's ridiculous. That's the type of possession we need all year long because we weren't able to win the close games last year. And this year it seems like the guys have grown and really taken it to controlling the clock and getting to the running ball. Everybody was griping at the beginning of the season. Kansas City, we barely ran. 13 rushes. This past week we had 36 or 39. So you could see Doug Peterson starting to buy into, and he's not abandoning the run either. When he's not getting nervous, he's not abandoning it, which is huge. Because without that last drive, without Corey Clement's two key third down conversions, that game could be completely different. So Ertz went five catches for 81 yards. Defense 2 sacks, 5.5 tackles for loss. Big game for them. Now the only thing about our defense, through 3 quarters, we are third ranked in points allowed. That's awesome. It's a fourth quarter. We're second worst in the league. That's bad. We're giving up a lot of fourth quarter points, and it's making us as fans a little nervous. So we got to get better at finishing the game, maybe closing out some of these drives that these guys got. But everybody knew what we were going to be susceptible to. The big play. It was going to happen. The rookie running back from the Chargers had a 35-yard rush, the 78-yard completion or 67-yard completion, whatever, to the guy Williams from San Diego. Phillip Rivers, he's a shell of what he was, but he's still a gunslinger. He still throws the ball hard. He's still a competitor. They might be 0-4, but they're going to be a tough out all year. It's just the way that their first quarter of the season is broken down. Elliott, 4 for 4. First game he's made all 4 of his kicks, including a long for 53. You can see this kid is just, after that 61-yard field goal, he is just confident as hell. He can kick the ball 65 yards now, it looks like. You can see it on his face right before he kicks the ball. There's no nervousness, there's no shakes. He lines up, boots that thing. He reminds me of David Akers. So overall, I think it was a good win. Like I said, I thought it was going to turn into kind of a shootout, and it kind of did towards the fourth quarter. Obviously, the score wasn't what I called, but the Eagles also could have scored again had they needed to, but we didn't. We iced the game. 4-minute drill that resulted in running 5.5 minutes off the clock to win the game. Couple things for the quarter season. Zach Ertz is the number 5 overall, has the 5th most receiving yards in the league. That's receivers and tight ends and running backs. That's everybody. He's the 5th most. All right. He's at 26 receptions for 326 yards. That's good for a tight end. Everybody who's above him is receivers, not tight ends. Receivers. He's number 1 with tight ends. So that's huge for him. Carson Wentz is 89 for 147 on the year, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for 1,058 yards. He's completing 60.5% of his passes for a 90.5 rating. Not bad, big improvement for him from last year. And you can see that it's showing that he's taking care of the ball more because he's not having to force throws. He's not having to, carry the team, as it were. Blount has 42 rushes for 249 yards, good for a 5.9 average. Big number, big guy. Good job. And the leading tackler for the defense is Jalen Mills, 27 tackles. I think that's mainly because he is a good tackler, but he's still learning. He's a second-year cornerback, and teams are still picking on him. He's seeing the most targets in the league right now from opposing cornerbacks. So that's my review for the game. Big win, Birds. Good job. Doug Peterson, got to clap it up to you. Calling that game the right way. I love it. I like where we're headed, and right now I think we're looking strong. See what comes up with Arizona this week. Please like, comment, and share. I'd like to know what you guys think the biggest key to this past game was. Or actually, no, you know what? Screw that question. I'd like to see what the biggest improvement of the game was over the first 4 games. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, and share, please. I thank you also for your support. It's a lot of fun for me doing this. It's just for fun, but I appreciate everybody who takes a look and gives me some love. All right? Love y'all. Catch you later.